One love, job bless. Fire Nelson here, and today I'm here to talk to you about how your way may not be the best way. Now, for some reason, the Most High called me to this saying, your way may not be the best way. So what is that really trying to say? Sometimes we have to humble ourselves in life and realize we may not have been doing everything wrong, but there's a better way that we could be doing things. It's like what people say is work smart, not hard. Lots of times we go through life not realizing we're taking the hard path when there's an easier path to be taken. And that path of more ease, more peace, more, connectivity with the ways that we should be walking in. Taking that other path instead of that hard path, which so many people take and don't realize, it takes us humbling ourselves and realizing we need help. And of course, that means connecting with the divine and realizing we need help by meditating, by praying, and keeping that faith building up. We want to build up our faith as strong as we can. Build up that connection that we have when we're in meditation as strong as we can so that we can always feel that calm. Because when we are feeling that calm, we can clearly listen and hear not the ego, not the mind, but what Yahweh is trying to tell us, what the Most High is trying to announce, trying to guide us. Our way may not be the best way. We might have had the best intentions. We may have checked off all the checkpoints and everything like this. But if it's not something that is for us, it may not be the best path for us. If it's not for us, regardless how cool it is, regardless how rich it might make you, regardless how happy it seems to make everybody else, it might not do that for you. You may think that is the way for you, but you have to listen and humble yourself and find what is truly for you. Are you just looking for gain, or are you actually out here looking to serve? And your way isn't, I'm not always saying that's actually your way. A lot of us have been brain conditioned to think that it is our way. But really, we've been brain conditioned by society to think in these ways, to think that we need more than we need, to think that we don't have enough, to think that we should be eating these foods and this food tastes better than this food, and, vegetables are nasty. And we've been brainwashed in these ways, very subtle sometimes. But we've been brainwashed. So it's okay when you actually come to the realization that you have been walking the wrong path. Because that's where you've been guided to. You've been guided to confusion. You've been guided to hating yourself and hating others. But there is a different path. There is a different way. The path of Yahweh, the path of humbling yourself and realizing that you can learn from others. Just because you're older, you may be older than me, younger than me, it doesn't matter. Just because it's summertime, if you are a kid watching this, doesn't mean it's time to stop learning. It doesn't mean that you're no longer a student in life. We all need a master. We all need a guru. We all need a teacher. In whatever place, format, society that you find them, you need to find people that are speaking uplifting, speaking of love, speaking of divine truths, not hate, not of greed, not of selfishness. People talking like I talk. They don't gotta talk exactly like me, But I'm saying people who talk to give you wisdom to further excel your life in the ways that Yahweh has granted us. We have been born here at this very time for a very specific reason. It may not seem that way. It may seem, okay, this was specifically something that I figured I was going to do right when I got out of high school. I was interested in this, so I went to college for this and this and this. And all of a sudden I switched over and now I'm doing this whole other thing. But this is the path that the Most High wanted you to go in. This is the path for you to be able to touch as many people as He needed you to touch. This is the path that helps you grow within and grow that connection to the Most High. Any trial and tribulation in your life is only supposed to lead you more to the path that you're supposed to be walking on. Sometimes your way isn't the best way. Just because you thought that it was your passion, just because you thought that you were going to be awesome and excel at that, and then when it didn't work out, you wanted to get wrathful and angry at everybody else in the world. Just because you thought that things were going to go a certain way doesn't mean it's going to go that way. And that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means there's a different way for you. And that way is better. That way is filled with so much more blessings, but you have to be aware. We want to find teachers. Jesus was a master teacher. Just like you and me. Jesus said we could be the same. Jesus said, I am no different than you. We are all brothers in this, We need to get in touch with that master teacher. We need to get in touch with that shepherd spirit. We need to get out of the sheep mindset and become shepherds. We need to become the Buddhas. We need to become the Muhammads. We need to become the Jesuses. We need to become these things. Well, I guess I should have said the Siddharthas instead of the Buddhas. But we need to become these things ourselves. We need to realize that there's a reason why we're watching videos like this. There's a reason why we're meditating every single day. And there's a reason why we're trying to help our family members and our friends, and they just are looking at us like we're crazy. It's because we are different. It's not about the 1%. As in they are rich, and that's why they're the 1%. The true 1% is the people in this world that are trying to build and keep on bringing more people so that percentage grows. We are the 1%. It's not the rich people. It's the wealthiest people in the world is 1% of this world. They talk about numbers, they talk about riches and things like this, but no, truthfully, the wealthiest people in the world, the 1% of this world, is those who have, if not reached enlightenment, are on the path to it. This is the people who are truly rich. This is the people who are truly wealthy. I don't want to be on that 1% board. I'd rather be on this one, trying to help build that 1% up to 5%, to 10%, to 20%, until the whole world is on the same consciousness. But we can't do that if you're so focused on going your way and this is the way I'm supposed to go because I like doing these things. Yeah, I like just laying down. I like just sitting and meditating. I like just chilling and reading my book. But I also realize there's more for me to do. I also realize it's important I do these videos. And I like it a bit, Some days I don't want to do it, but every single day that I can do it, I appreciate doing it. Because we are here to be of service. We are here to help others. If your path is not taking you in service, then it's probably not going to end up actually being your path. Or it won't truly make you happy, is what I should say. Because in most people's heads, they think of their path as something that is going to bring them success and make them feel happy and fill this thing up in their soul. But truthfully, being of service to the point that you are thy servant's servant, the servant of a servant. You can humble yourself that low, but really that high. You can humble yourself in this way. When you're able to do this, then you can find true serenity, true joy, true long-lasting happiness. But when we're constantly in this rat race that is about satisfying the physical and satisfying what we want instead of what the universe wants, we will always be caught in a cycle of samsara or rebirth and, constant suffering coming here and there. It might not even, it's not even such rebirth, but just constant cycles of life. Where you have a good week or a good month even, and then there's a bad week, bad month, bad week, good week, bad week, good week, bad week, good week. You get lost in this cycle and you're like, how can I get out of it? Every time you get into that bad week, you just get so low, you just want to end it all. I've been there. I don't go there anymore. Not to laugh or nothing, but I don't go there anymore. Because I realize that I am not here for just me. I'm not here to just get what I want. I'm not here to just go my way. I listen to what Yahweh tells me to go. I listen to what Yahweh tells me to do. I don't always listen. And I get, I get my wisdom from not listening, because I miss out on a lot of opportunities and miss out on a lot of blessings by not listening. But that's my choice. We have free will. But it's better when you can cultivate that ear, that inner silence, so that you can listen. You can be guided more clearly when you are going through situations, and even when you're not going through situations. Everything is here to help guide you closer and closer to where you're supposed to be at. But you have to listen, you have to humble yourself, and you have to continue to learn and grow. You have to continue every single day to watch videos like this, listen to podcasts, listen to books on tapes, read books. Please read books, But the more you learn about the self, whether it's self-help books, whether it's spiritual books, whether it's, the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, fundamentals of Buddhism, tons of different books. The more you learn about self through books, gurus, different spiritual teachers, preachers, the more you learn about self and spirituality, the more you will realize that you have everything that you need. That this right here is all you need. You have made it this far. You have some skills behind you. You have a little bit of talents behind you, or maybe a lot of talents behind you. You have gifts. You've got out of situations you thought you weren't going to be able to get out of. You are perfect where you are right now to come to a realization that you have a purpose here. You are perfect where you are right now to realize that you have a purpose here and to be of service. And to humble yourself and realize there's more for me to learn. And that's a blessing. To know and to actually put in work to learn, to know that you have more to learn and put in work to learn through gurus, saints, teachings, books, all these things. When you do this work, it's so healing, it's so confidence building, it's so uplifting to finally know the truth and be able to see the truth, Hear the truth. Speak the truth. But this only comes with humbling yourself and realize you have more to learn. Don't be one of these people out here who get out of school and just stop learning. This is a sad existence. If you haven't picked up a book since you graduated, you need to do better. We all need to do better. You are enough, you do enough, and you have enough, but we can always do better. So let's humble ourselves. Find our masters, find our teachers, however many there are. I have like 5 different gurus and teachers and preachers that I listen to. And I read tons of books by many different, religious thinking people and authors of different type of topics. I read many books, but all of them help me grow. All of them help me get closer to the truth, get closer in touch with the self, the true self, not the mind. That's not you, the true self. So realize sometimes your way isn't the best way. There's plenty other ways out there, and you need to grow. You need to expand because the universe is calling you to do something great, to be of great service, to be of great seva, to really show your true light within. So if you haven't, grow. No, if you haven't, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And I appreciate everybody that's already been doing that. And I appreciate everybody that is taking the time out of their day, out of their busy schedule to grow every single day or every single week. One love.